What's good, everybody? We coming once again with a little video for y'all real quick. It just came to me out of nowhere. I was on Facebook scrolling and I saw one of my Facebook friends post this video. But before we get started, we're gonna take a shot real quick.
Personally, I like the Crown, but I do know the Remy probably would hit. I mean, what do y'all think? What y'all think we should do? Think the Remy?
Yeah, a lot of people might say that.
I feel like Remy is like Henny. And and a lot of people like Henny. But for me, I feel like that's like the drink when you want to go like turn up and you want to like, you know, get into some hood shit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the Crown is like, you know, you're going to catch a vibe and get into some good. You feel me?
All right, bet. So we're going to do the Crown.
This shrimp hit in two. We went to this restaurant. Sheesh.
Oh, had the best view.
Bro.
Okay.
Where I was doing like, you know, Crown and Coke. But now it's like straight, it hits you right away. You don't even need that much.
You gotta keep sipping. The sipping is why I like just to get the shot in there. You know, let it do what it do. I was on YouTube. I was on Facebook. I was scrolling and check this out.
Now y'all have got to tell me, why does everybody want to be black, but nobody wants to be black?
Bitch, you calling me ugly, bitch. You think you're cute? Bitch, you think you cute?
Team no kids, team F them kids. That's too fast for me. I think I need to stay my ass on the other side of the tracks, cause it's not for me.
When I was bald-headed, it had yellow motherfucking teeth.
Let's talk about it, because I feel like it needs to be said. So,
Hey, it's your girl, Miss Here. What's up, y'all? Listen.
Mama, it's not a phase. Your daughter's a ghetto-ass white bitch.
Wait, all right. So, what should you want to go first or me?
All right, so in this video, basically, they said, why do they want to act black? Now, to be personally on a honest note, I mean,
I don't think they acting black.
Like, my thing is, what is acting black? That's the question. Like, cause my thing is like, you see how I speak proper. You know what I'm saying? I can speak in slang too.
And we fully black.
And I'm black and I rap.
But I mean, like, okay, so dude said in the beginning of the video, why do people want to be black? My thing is, they're not acting black, they acting ghetto. But like, I'm not offended. A lot of people was offended in the comments because they was like, oh, they're not acting black, da 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 da. Don't say that they acting like us. They're acting ghetto. But the thing is, we come from a ghetto past. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us do act ghetto, but we made it a fashion. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So it's contagious. A lot of people now see ghetto as a trend. Like, it's trending. And they like it. They like the way it sounds. They like the sauce that it gives. You know what I'm saying? It gives people confidence. But in reality, the ghetto is a place that a lot of them didn't grow up in. And so that's why they didn't get to experience the real ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Waking up to your mama yelling. I dealt with school nights, them bumping music, playing cards Monday through Friday. That's the ghetto. Whew. You know what I'm saying? They in the living room on Tuesday night, bumping music, playing cards, taking shots, drinking beer. You know what I'm saying? Smoking cigarettes, and I gotta go to sleep. They get y'all butt in there and go to bed. Y'all know y'all got school tomorrow. Can y'all turn the music down? I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't experience that, but they saw, you know what I'm saying? They saw how we was acting, and now everybody doing it. I'm not mad about it either, but it's kind of like, oh shit, we the shit, y'all. Yeah, they see us and they want to be more like us. We was the ones that back in the day had to go through all the stuff that they, you know, black people was the ones that went through all of that stuff. And now all of them trying to be like us. And don't get offended, y'all. What we do is contagious. How we are is contagious in the best way, in a good way. That's power. That is power. But comment below. Tell me how y'all feel about it. Because to me, I feel like they're acting like ratchet females. And another thing that I wanted to point out is ratchet is starting to get played out. A lot of us is flipping the script. We starting to be real, a lot more sophisticated and business oriented, and black people are elevating in the best way. We becoming some of the richest people. You know what I'm saying? So watching this video, I'm not offended at all, because what they doing is they don't understand is that that's actually the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like that was what a lot of us was we started at, and then we elevated up too. So while they trying to go to that, they don't know that they going down the bar. You know what I'm saying? Like acting like that ain't no way. And then what's even more funny, everybody want to act like that till the police pull up. They act like that, and then when the police pull up,
officer, wait, please.
They flip quick. All of that ghetto talking, all of that's out the window. That's out
Crazy.
the window.
You know, how I personally look at it is I feel like they're playing in a movie role basically, because it's like in the movies they portray in certain scenes and certain actors a different role to get a certain effect or a certain feel. You see what I'm saying? But mainly I'm looking at the ghetto and the hood as like good times. You know what I'm saying? And in good times, they were in the hood, but they realized that they didn't want to be in the hood. But the system had them in the hood, and then there was no real way for them to invest, because if you working day in and day out and you're trying to invest, but you got 4 kids, 3 kids, working at Mickey D's, working at Walmart, you know what I'm saying, and you don't have the education, well, then what do they tell their kids? Look, you got to go and make it. You got to make it for us. So in the ghetto, they're telling their kids, you got to make it out. So this movie role and this scene that they're portraying is not real life. It's fake. It's not fiction. It's non-fiction. It's out of a book. It's fairy tale. It's fantasy. It's not real, because how we live in this is not the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? This is not. I don't associate with that. I don't understand what that means.
We don't even allow that in our space, because we understand, because we come from it, we understand the good and the bad, and for the most part it can bring bad. So it's like we don't associate with it.
To me personally, I think if that's how you want to act, do you. But just make sure y'all don't associate it with black, because you acting a fool. You looking crazy. You looking like a joke. You know what I'm saying? When I'm walking into the building, they like, oh yeah, he about his business. You know what I'm saying? They not like, look at that joke right there. Because when you do that, that's what you look like. Look funny,
Yeah, if
real
you go
funny.
to a job and you talking and acting like that,
Go do that at a job.
You're not gonna get the job.
They acting for social media, and they using it as a way to try and portray something that's not real. So when y'all look at that, don't think that that's acting black. Just look at that as acting ratchet. Call it ratchet. Call it a joke. Call it funny. Call them goofies. That's what you should call them.
Oh, so okay. There's this girl in Madison, Wisconsin, that hit me up, and I didn't know she had been watching my page, but she had been watching my page, and we had a really good conversation. And she started telling me that she liked the man that I became. She liked the person that I became, who I grew to be. And we were talking about, that's what we were talking about. However we were as a child is who we are today. And I was telling her that who we were as kids that was the life that we were living as kids. But now that we're adults, we have the power to make our own lives, because we were talking about how our parents, like me specifically, I came from a family. They told me they told us, they was raising us saying that we needed to go to the Social Security Board and get government assistance, and no matter what, we better not lose it. They was telling us to live off the government. They wasn't raising us to, I didn't see successful people growing up. I didn't see that. I saw people living off the government and chasing low income and stuff like that. And so I was telling her, I was explaining to her that once we become adults, we got the power to leave who we were as kids and what they were teaching us as kids. If we now see that what they was teaching us don't really, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't carry us that far, we got the power to get far. You know, we can create a whole new life for ourselves. And so I was telling her that, you know, I left Madison, and by me leaving, it gave me the opportunity to no longer be distracted by everything that I was used to. I was no longer in that circle. I'm creating right now a whole new circle, a whole new life for myself, a whole new mindset, you know? And so, yeah, we may have was raised in the ghetto, and we may come from that, and a lot of us was probably acting like that. I wasn't always sophisticated. I didn't always speak like this. I was real loud. I was, you know what I'm saying? I was careless. I was heartless. I was, in a sense, I was living a ghetto lifestyle. And I felt like that was the life. I felt like that's where it was. You know, that's how we should live. But once I became older and I started to see that there's a better way to live, I tapped into it.
And that just goes to say, like, you got to understand, from the beginning of the starting of our lineage in this country, basically you got to understand, like, from the start, like, there was no ghetto. There was no ghetto. It was only the White House or the big house. There was no ghetto. It was only the big house and chains and all this, right? So then you got to understand freedom came into effect. And then I want y'all to go and look up Freeman's Bank. Mainly every single African American, right, went and put their money in Freeman's Bank, and $1 billion went missing. $1 billion. Then they say, oh, well, you're good now. You're good. At that point, starting from scratch, not having the education, not having anything, what do people have to do? They got a slave still. So that being said, to be where we are now and to associate African Americans with that and just black people, you know what I'm saying? Let's say black people in general, that's like a mockery, you know what I'm saying? And I would go deeper, but you know, I don't want to go too deep into it. I would just say that's a mockery, that's a joke, that's a goofy. Like if they could feel how I feel when I say it, they would probably be like, oh wow, I'm sick in my head, because that's just a movie role. So living it every single day as a lifestyle might need some help.
Yeah, like come on.
Might need some help because it's not real. It's not real life. But that's just my personal opinion.
So yeah, we're gonna take one more little shot. We ain't finna take no fourth shot.
And I want to tell you, real getting money, you know, we don't act like that. And the only one that can probably say that she got away with it was the girl was Catch Me Outside.
Oh.
So basically, if you want to say like you acting like anybody, give her the clout, blow her up, and say that you acting like her,
For real.
because that's her personality. But it's not black people's personality. That's Catch Me Outside girl. And that's not a diss either. Like, I think it's dope that you made Mill, you know.
If people looked at her though, they would say, oh, but she's one of them that's trying to act like us too.
And she not. She just being herself. Yeah, that crowd hitting.
Like that joint just burned my throat. All right, y'all. So we're gonna end it on Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year's.
Everybody keep going hard. I'm proud of y'all. There will be more videos coming soon. I have a lot planned. Y'all gonna be seeing music. I'm very talented in the music area, so y'all will be seeing a lot of that. Well, more of that. Yeah. So.
Wait, they gotta. No, you gotta like make sure it blacks out.